Okay, sweet. I didn't think that's gonna work. So first things first is, it's in my pocket. I'm going to do a little incense bubble. As usual, this one is aromatic frankincense. Okay, sweet. Smells really nice. Yeah, sometimes can't believe I just did that. Anyway, so starting off with a little incense bubble. Not this from the wind. The sun is sunning, which is rare for England. Okay, sweet incense bubble for me. Incense bubble. I don't know how. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put the incense here. I don't know if you can see that, but I put it in a little. It does need cleaning, so ignore that. But put it on my. Why am I explaining this? Who knows? Put it there. No, because then I'm gonna go like this and knock it. So I'm gonna put it out of sight. Oh no, because I quite like how you can see it go down. I could hold it, I guess. Put it down. The risk is then that I get ash all over myself. So I am going to put it down here and then lean to this side. Yeah, I think that'll work. I know that will work. Okay, so recap. What did I do? I walked around the garden with my mum and that was nice. Probably don't need to say that part, but you know, it's part and parcel. Coming out with all of these weird phrases at the moment. they just keep on coming. I just sound like a 50-year-old in a 22-year-old's body, but that is by the by. Yeah, I walked around the garden with my mum. She showed me what plants to water. Did I water the plants? No, I forgot. Did I remember? Yes, and then what did I do? I forgot before I watered them. But in fact, I could water them right now. So I don't know what plants. See, I filmed my mum showing me what plants to water so I could remember what plants to water. So I can't water the plants this second because this is like ADHD brain process. It doesn't have to be this complicated, and yet for some weird reason it is. So I will water the plants after this video. That's a commitment, and then you'll see me watering the plants and it'll be like, oh, she actually did what she said she was going to do. Okay, note to self, phone is balanced. Like balanced, so be careful. It's balanced on a chair just like this, just opposite me. And I'm putting my feet up on the chair, and I don't think you can see that, that's why I'm describing it. Yeah, anyway, back to it. Garden, and then I helped my family, friends. How do I explain this? So they're called the Phillips, so that's going to help for the rest of this video. They're not called the Phillips. It will make sense in a second. It probably does already make sense. Yes, am I over explaining myself? Yes. Is this going to be a nightmare to edit back? No, because I'm just going to keep it in. So enjoy. Anyway, my mum's best friend with the mum of this family, and the family has 3 sons. One's my age, one's my brother's age, and then one's a bit older. We went to school together, my brother and I, and the family's kids. Obviously they're not kids because they're grown adults, because I'm 22, my brother's 24, and it's the same, like Adam's 22 and then Ryan's 24. Anyway, Adam and Ryan, the youngest and middle, they have bought a house. I'm not going to say where, but they bought a house somewhere. Karen, who's the mum, I offered to help her redecorate it because I was like, I am like trapped. Let me go do something. I'm not trapped, I'm just you know when you just feel like you have nothing to do. Like there's only so much journaling and meditating, like yoga I can do before I'm like, I should probably go for a run. So hopefully in the next video I'll actually be like, yeah, I'm running, because I've been planning that for absolute time, and I think that will really help me just stop feeling bored. Again, ADHD, what are you gonna do? So I need to stop using ADHD as an excuse, because well, it feels like an excuse. I know it's not an excuse, but I just need to stop talking about it, because I feel like the more you talk about certain things like ADHD, the more, it's not like a disease, it's not like it spreads, but it's like one person has ADHD, then the next person has ADHD, then the next, it just goes on. I feel like sometimes things like, I know I'm talking about it now, but hopefully in the next videos I'll just be like, oh, that's just me, instead of being like, oh, ADHD this, ADHD that, because it's actually, oh, I feel like it's one of my toxic traits to just be like, oh yeah, I'm ADHD, and it's just unnecessary information. Anyway, so what I was saying is I helped renovate, so you'll see a clip of me hoovering, because I was doing the hoovering up all the dust, and that was really fun. I feel like it's really cathartic to just hoover, to clean, to, yeah, it's just like therapeutic. It's like some form of therapy. It was great. I was just singing along to myself. Obviously I couldn't hear myself and nobody else could hear me because the hoover was going, it was bloody loud, but it was enjoyable. It was so enjoyable. And then we went to a cafe. That was really nice, and I got my black Americano, and you know I love a good black Americano. And I'm full of energy today because I went to the garden centre with my dad, and that was really fun because I was like, I'm grateful that my dad took time to spend time with me. It's a bank holiday today, it's Monday. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but it's Monday the 29th of May 2023. It's actually 7:34 p.m. so what you gonna do? So yeah, I'm full of energy because I've also had 3 coffees, and that's usual for me. So I think it's less the coffees and it's less like, for once in my life things are going right. Not for one, that's such an exaggeration, but you know when you just like, you have a day where you're like, wow, this is a day. Sometimes that happens, and then once you get over that day and you sleep and you wake up the next morning, you're like, wow, life is bloody fantastic. It's divine. Life is divine. So that's where I'm at the moment. And yeah, my plans, oh no, dropping incense stick ash. It's kind of a mouthful, it's like a tongue twister. So, yeah, I should probably go for a run now. The only thing that's stopping me is that I've just eaten. I ate one of those corn vegan pasties, and yeah, it's divine. Just microwave it. I should not be recommending a microwave meal, but it did the job and it filled me up. So I could wait for it to settle and then go for a run, but I should probably edit this video, because I wrote myself a schedule because I was like, okay, fine, like I want to do this rather than just keeping the videos for myself and editing them and not posting them, which I've done for the past however many videos, because I just get to a point where I'm like, oh, but it could be better, and then it's like a month and a half down the line, or 6 months in the case of the last Canada vlog, and I'm just like, I literally cannot post that now. Like, that is irrelevant to my life now, as I am here now. Oh, giving you affirmation after affirmation. Anyway, maybe I should do that. Okay, affirmation of the day. Ooh, I didn't think about that before. Okay, affirmation of the day is, my life is in perfect flow. Yeah, and you must say it 3 times. I don't know why, but you can say it 4 if you like. Yeah, just let it really sink in. My life is in perfect flow. My life is in perfect flow. My life is in perfect flow. And I could say that your life is in perfect flow, and I'm just, you know, manifested there for you. Fine. I'll do the work for you. It really is in perfect flow. And yeah, it's like sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. I make myself laugh, which is a good thing, I guess, because, you know, I can make myself cry, but I can also make myself laugh. So it's like, oh, go ahead, I'll choose one of the options. You know, you always get a choice, I think, or at least that's how my brain works. It's like, I have a choice: cry about it or laugh about it. And you know what? Laughter fulfills the soul. So my plans are to edit the video that you're probably about to watch straight after. It's the same video, but I mean the clips you'll see after this. Yeah, an intro for tomorrow's video. I don't know if I'll do that, but you know, I'm kind of enjoying this. I feel like I'm getting a lot of energy out. You know, it feels like a form of therapy in a way. And yeah, I have 0 other plans tomorrow. Perhaps go for a run. Perhaps do some work. You see my voice just shook then. It's just like, it's just, once I'm stuck into work, then it's fine. It's just the thought of doing it that I get hung up on. When I'm actually doing it, I'm like, oh, this is a breeze. Like, this is easy. This is just, you know, I really shouldn't have put that there because I'm very aware. So I feel like this whole video, I am very off to the side. But, you know, maybe I'll put my arm around it. We're on a date. Sorry, I don't know why I'm apologising to myself, but I guess I'm not apologising to myself. I'm apologising to whoever decides to click on this video. It is interesting. Like, why are you here? You know, who knows? It's one of those. I'm answering for you because in the YouTube video, no one can reply back, which is probably what I like. It's like, it's like a podcast, you know, but with video format. That's actually really nice. I actually really like that. Like, I like that as a concept. Because that is what it feels like. It just feels like all my internal ramblings are just straight out of my mouth. Running this week, I've asked my brother to take me climbing, and in fact I didn't even ask. I said, I need to go climbing. I need you to take me climbing. So Ben, if you're watching this, I need you to take me climbing. I just feel like there'll be something. I don't know why I started climbing like this. As you can tell, I really haven't, why did I go American there? Who knows? My cousins are Canadian, so put it to that. It's really annoying when people say, oh, you're putting it on. It's like, no. For example, I lived in Sheffield for like 4 bloody years, and then people kept saying, oh yeah, you're putting on a Sheffield accent, and I was like, no, that is not it. It just, I'll say certain words and it'll be like, I can't think of an example now. Let me think of a phrase like, the garden's really nice. I'd be like, the garden's really nice. No, that's Scouse. Oh no. Okay, I can't do an accent when I try to do an accent. I just lapse into it. So anyway, what was I saying before I got onto that ramble? As you can tell, I really haven't been better. I really haven't been climbing a lot in my life. However, I would like to. So I'd like to traverse, you know, the different heights. I don't know. I think he'll probably take me bouldering, so actually it won't be climbing heights. You know what I would love is a massive tree. I'm going on way too many rambles now, I know. But I'm gonna quickly finish this point because I started it. So I would love a tree. I could get like a metal apparatus, if that's not how you say it. So pretend that I've said the right word. I believe you know what I'm trying to say. I could get a metal frame, let's call it a frame, and attach it to that. What it is a rope. So I really would like a rope to climb in the garden, basically. I really enjoy rope climbing. Okay, I say really enjoy, I've done that like 3 times, but it's just something about going up. It's like, you could put it in spiritual terms, like you're leveling up, you know. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that point. I'd also like to do, more importantly than the rope's more of like a side quest. I would love to, this is me actively manifesting. Oh, okay. Okay, now in my YouTube videos, I'm now going to be actively manifesting the things that I am, desiring. Like, why not? So, I desire, I'm speaking it to the universe as well, an aerial silk? Yeah, if that's the right phrasing, in my garden. Or at least, you know, somewhere to hook it, and then I can take it off, because if it rains it might get moldy. So I'm always thinking about 5 steps ahead. But yeah, I used to do aerial silks and I absolutely love it. It's divine. It's one of my most enjoyable hobbies, and it's been 2 oh my god, we're in 2023, so 2022, 2021, 2020, it's been 3 years. That should be illegal. It's been 3 years since I have done aerial silks. I don't know what to do with that information other than accept it, because life moves on, so I'm moving on. I desire an aerial silks. apparatus in my garden so I can do it whenever I please. I do it every single day if I could, to be fair. It's wonderful, it's divine. Yeah, if you don't know what aerial silks is, unfortunately, I'm going to say Google's a thing, so, you know. Yeah, apparently these days we just gatekeep everything. I love saying we because it gets people really confused. They're like, we, who's we? And I'm like, this is just how, I don't know, a lot of people I know speak, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's like we have our own different language, you know. I say we say we, you know, one says we. Yeah, you could replace we with one and it would still make sense if understanding why we is a thing that is said. That was really hard for me to make my sentence make sense when I just said a random word in the middle, which I do so much, honestly. Sometimes I think like it's a good thing that I ramble to, you know, the camera. Sounds really weird when you put it like that, but it's a good thing that I do because it allows me to catch myself when my words aren't making sense. It's like I know what's, you know, I know what wants to come out, and then it just, it's like the words are all mixed up and backwards. And that's why I do love typing, because when I type I can read it back and I'm like, oh yeah, right, that does not make sense, or it does make sense. And also there's a lot more thought into typing. You're kind of doing it letter by letter, whereas when you speak it's word by word, so there's a lot more, you know, rejigging that needs to happen before it comes out of my mouth. So rambling like this is actually really wonderful for me. Yeah, looking down at the incense stick thinking I'm gonna knock it off. I'm not gonna knock you off, don't worry. Also, incense stick is a wonderful timer, which means that I've been talking way too long. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Because otherwise the rabbits eat it. Nothing growing in here, so this didn't work. But over here, these need planting. These need planting in here, and they need to be 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, and they need lots of space.
How much space between the 1, 2, 3s this way?
They need to about 2 feet apart. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So I'll water that in a minute. That's fennel. You can make tea with it and put it as a herb to eat.
Fennel?
No, you make tea out of it.
If it's dry.
It's supposed to be cleansing.
Protection.
Those are leeks, and those are broad beans and kale, which something's eating in there. So I don't know whether it's, if I uncover that, then the pigeons eat it. That's growing as well.
Ah.
Seed them. That one's alive. Oh. They're all alive. That's cute. That's a weed, but yeah, we'll alter that. We'll alter this.
Nice.
Yeah.
This one here.
I don't know what it is. It looks like a weed to me. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a weed.
Am I leaving it here?
Yeah, just leave it. All these need ditching. These are where my lavender is that died last year. But anyway, most of these need. Oh, that one doesn't need chucking. This one's a good one. That's alive.
This here, this red
is
one.
alive. It's got a weed in it. No, that's a weed.
Okay.
Oh.
Sometimes it's sad that weeds are so pretty.
These are alive. These are alive. Those need water.
This. Is that another weed? Your weed. Okay. It's a weed, isn't it?
Huh?
That's one.
So, no, it's a weed. These, when those courgette are planted, this needs to go over, one of these needs to go over the top, because otherwise the rabbits eat them, and it just stops the rabbits eating them. Yeah? There's a bag of compost there. The compost is just to go up to the top of this black plastic here, on top of here, and this needs watering. That one doesn't. These all need watering. They all look parched, like they all look like struggling. This needs compost, that needs compost. Oh, it's because Dad had it off for the bonfire. That needs watering. That needs watering. That needs watering.
That's a pretty weed.
It's a pretty weed, yes. It's called Granny's Bonnet. Aquiligia. Comes in different colours. You're feeling strong.
Yeah. I can
Yeah,
do
there's
that.
water in there that could go in there.
Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, I think that'd be good if that could be watered. It's looking a bit sad. Just rest it on the, yeah.
How much water? That too much?
That'll do, yeah. You can just leave that there for the next, it doesn't matter. The whole thing needs, the whole area needs, I had meant to weed all this, so, yeah.
So when?
Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Feeling like it, you can pull these weeds out here.
Is they not spiky?
Yeah, very spiky. Not
So
now.
I can't use my
I mean, it shouldn't be there. There's another one.
Should I just use my hand?
There's another one here.
Oh, I brought my gardening gloves home so I can use those.
Another one here.
They're purple.
Basically, the only things that should be in here are roses, and looks like this rose is dead. And these green things. So everything else is a weed.
These don't need water, do they?
No. When it's very, very, very dry, I water them, but they don't. This is nasturtium, and you can eat it.
This what?
These circular leaves here. That is slightly peppery.
And it's called exact
Nasturtium.
nasturtium.
And it has a bright orange flower, and you can eat the flowers as well.
Oh, okay. Can you make tea with them?
Huh?
Can you make tea with
No,
them?
you just eat it as a salad leaf.
Okay.
So this is tripid marjoram.
Tripid marjoram.
That's thyme. That's mint. That's parsley. There isn't a lot of the parsley, and I think that's more marjoram that's taking over. And these are chives.
Ooh, okay. Can you eat flowered chives?
Yeah,
Yeah. For a salad or?
yeah.
Yeah. I really want him to open his mouth, but I don't want. You take him to work every single day?
Yeah. My boss said I'm not allowed to bring him in, but I kept bringing him in.
Take my hands with the paint all over them.
Oh, don't be silly.
It's a lovely little pouch as well. Wow. What is this? Stevie, it's lovely.
Like it. So it doesn't have a
I love it.
And a latte, please. Latte, yes. Anything else? Blueberry, lemon and white.
Happiness, tasty, and time well spent.
That's all.
I think so.
For the moment.
Yeah, should we do anything else?
That will be 36.75.
No, it doesn't look it, but that is actually quite good.
A lot of the books I read at the moment are all about how fear and desire are the two basic human emotions that will rule your life. And once you allow yourself to be completely free of them, then you're completely free in all areas of your life. So it's really interesting to get a different perspective.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you should get rid of anything. You just need to learn to manage it. You need to understand it, work with it. This is the thing, it's not a bloody competition. You don't have to worry about it. It's there to help us, guide us. When, if you don't have fear, you don't have acknowledgement of going beyond your boundaries. You have to know that you're going beyond your boundary. That's what fear's teaching you. It's showing you that it's not your natural way, that what you're about to do could be maybe a little bit more than you can handle, maybe more than you expect. So be cautious. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. But you just don't want it to rule your life.
Also, I guess it's like, how do you know what you like if you
Don't
have
push
fear?
yourself. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have fear, then you almost don't have desire. And yeah, how do you know what you like if you don't know what you don't like?
It's back to want, isn't it? You have to want to do it. We're talking about this even as far as jobs. You might be a fantastic mathematician, and my God, have you got a good brain. But if you don't want to do it, if you don't desire to do it, there's no sense of purpose or well-being that comes from it. So there's no, you won't do it, there's no desire. But you have to, I don't think you should reject it. You just let it find its way. Just hang back, there's no pressure, just, it'll find out, and you'll find it. Anyway. That's enough of that.
It's actually really funny though. Imagine Ryan Phillips doing physical work.
Yeah, well, it's the first one really.
Do you want a hand?
Can I need more than one? I made a screwdriver, but I know it's not left.
Oh no, I can't film you failing. I might turn this off.
Pain and helping there.
Kev,
See?
big boy Kev.
Let's hear Mum moan.
Although he looks like an ugly duck. Oh Matt, he's got his legs taped together. You can't leave him like that.
No, but he's got to be left like that. That's the whole point, so he will learn to balance.
This is simply evidence that I actually did what I said I was going to do. And I watered the plants. I watered my mum's plants. You know? Oh, I don't it's still recording. She's got a lot of plants. So I'm going to be here a while, so I'm not going to film me watering every single plant. I wish I knew the name, or the names rather, of every single plant. My life is... This is what I do when I water plants. I sing and then I go, my life is divine, but I sing better than that usually. I'm getting shy. How is this growing here? Like, that's mad. My life, it is divine. My plants' lives, or rather my mum's plants' lives, are also divine. Yeah, usually I actually sing a proper song. Well, I sing affirmations. Oh no, that's tangled. I sing affirmations because I think it's a wonderful way of A, multitasking, and B, the plants enjoy it, you know. So I don't know if these need watering, but they just look so pretty. I'm like, you deserve the water. You deserve it. Go ahead. Well, you all deserve it. Okay, it's stuck again. and I'm gonna go round and do the other plants, the veg patch. Anyone else? Can they just not be quiet for a single second? Imagine being left alone. And so actually I can, because I meditate in silence. So that's just me over exaggerating. Anyway, I've walked here, going to water these plants. Some of them have died, so I know I'm not. Oh no! How do I? That's angle. That's shower. Shower. Would you like a shower? Ooh. Okay, if I do it gently. Is there another one? Center. So good. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on this. Da-da-da, you're getting rain. You're getting a rain shower. How does it feel? Oh, I said I would do it gently, and I didn't. Yeah. And now to the veg patch. It's like a whole adventure. Oh, just, oh God. Stepping out and watering my plants. My plants, they're my mum's plants. But they're my plants now, for the time being. These are raspberry, these are cool. These are raspberry plants with 0 raspberries on at the moment. However, soon. These are the courgettes that I planted. My mum asked me to plant the courgettes. And I planted them, so they're in, I can do it from here, that's so cool. They're in, oh no, that wasn't meant to happen. Did I do that just now? These are to stop the rabbits eating them, so they're just plastic bottles. Isn't my mum an absolute genius? They're plastic bottles, ignore my nails because they need to be redone. But they just, yeah, they stop the rabbits eating them. Plastic bottles, cut open, you kind of wiggle it into the ground as you saw with that one. Can't remember what my mum said they were. They almost look like garlic, but they can't be, surely. I can watch the video back and answer that question for myself, to be fair. In here we have lettuce. Give all of the, oh, a couple more courgette plants. However, we ran out of, or I ran out of bottles. I could have made more, but I don't have a bottle to make it with. Anyway, that looks wonderful. 0 idea what it is or if it needs watering. However, I'm going to shower it. I mean, it should be, you know, what's the word? Water should be okay getting on the mesh, because surely if it rains, then it would have been getting on it anyway. Over here, she has some herbs and some very, oh, okay, the hose pipe doesn't reach that far, so I'm gonna shower this from here, and then I believe that's it all. So yeah, I'm gonna put the hose pipe back, and oh, there are a couple of, oh, and around the other side. Will this reach? I don't believe it will. Okay, we're going on an adventure. Come with me, haha. And we're trying to, nope, that was actually like, you know, like in a comic, or like not a comic, I don't know, like a cartoon where they go like, whoop, and then they like go back because it's stuck. Yeah, there are plants around the corner and I can't do those. So I'm actually going to stop this video here. Sweet.